All right, welcome back here to Commonwealth Stadium. Corey Graham, John Belmont, as we get set to wrap things up here tonight with the Brian Fire Championship. And John, these two teams, the St. Francis Browns and the Harry Ainlay Titans, this is familiar territory for both these clubs. They're used to being here, and should be another good game.
I expect so. Again, you're looking at two teams that have competed hard for years at the provincial level, and St. Francis has constantly been here with the same type of offense, same type of defense. They got an excellent program there. Harry Ainlay has built up the last few years to rebuild what they used to have years ago. And the last 2 or 3 years, they've been extremely competitive at provincial level. They've got a lot of good players, and they're deep at every position.
Last game we talked a lot about the line play, or at least you did, about what you were looking for. What are you looking for here in this one?
Well, very similar, but I think what you're going to see is more size, maybe not quite as much quickness. There'll be more speed in these teams. Their athletes are such where you will have more athletes with more speed. You won't see the number of players going two ways that you saw in the previous games, and that's because you're talking bigger schools. And you're talking some of these schools recruit, like Harry Ainley's got people, they've got people from all over. So, you know, you're going to have that. And so they got real competition at every position.
And I guess lastly, like we talked about, these teams have played each other. This is the fourth straight time in this game. You know what, I'll save that. We'll get to that a little bit later. We're going to head down for lineups and introductions here right away. It should be a good one. It is the St. Francis Browns and the Harry Ainlay Titans. It's an IC Live Procast coming up right next.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Brian Fire Tier 1 Championship game of the Alberta Schools Athletic Association's Alberta Bowl. Today's game features the home team, the Harry Ainlay Titans from Edmonton, and the visitors, the St. Francis Browns from Calgary. They're both vying for supremacy at the new Brian Fire Tier 1 level in Alberta, which is for schools that were ranked in the top 4 in the province with a population of 1,250 or more. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the players for the visiting team and the Southern Alberta champion St. Francis Browns. Wearing number 2, Tyler Milev. Number 3, Nicholas Doyle. Number 4, Trey Lupel. Number 5, Mosimo Siriani. Number 6, Lucas Code. Number 7 is Jackson Vanderberg. Number 8, Daniel Griffith. Number 9, Adric Guerra Caballero. Number 10 is Josh Summers. Number 11, Riker Schroeder. Number 12, St. Mackenzie. Number 14 is James Osborne. Wearing number 20, Zach Bertrude. Number 21, Elazar Jacob. Number 22, Jordan DeJong. Number 23, Cole Verwire. Number 24 is Noah Hopper. Number 30, Michael Govier. Number 31, Hayden Olenek. Number 32, Nicholas Barron. Number 34 is Kayari James. Number 35, Thomas Aramita. Number 36, Ryan Pentelchuk. Number 40, Manus Dale. Wearing number 41, Carter Colcoat. Number 42, Vince Cortez. Number 43 is Andrew Wallace. Number 44, Hayden Colangelo Carr. Number 45, Josh Wishlow. Number 50, Alex Stoltz. Number 52, Ethan Quist. Wearing number 53, Nick Morris. Number 55 is Andrew Glanville. Number 60, Liam DeLay. Number 61, Caleb Baturni. Number 62 is Robert McDonald. Number 63, Zach Drummond. Number 64, Elliot Beveridge. Number 65, Calvin Robbins. Number 66 is Gianni Angelosi. Number 80, Markel Kane. Number 81, Dane Uzdebski. Number 93 is Cohen Rabtach Tuff. Number 94, Maury Jovel. Number 95, Jedediah Akinloe. And number 99, Steen Knudsen. Head coach Tyler Park and the rest of the St. Francis Browns coaching staff. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the home team and your Northern Alberta champion, Harry Ainlay Titans, to the field. Wearing number 1, Seni Adkunle. Number 2, Murdy Tremblay. Number 3 is Josh Dodds. Number 4, Owen Hurl. Number 5, Roy Tanwani. Number 6, Tayshawn Okorodudu. Number 7, Josiah Halliburton. Wearing number 8, Jacob St. Hilaire. Number 9, Julian Beaulieu. Number 10, Thomas Miranda. Number 11 is Mateo Asiello. Number 12, Nicholas Dawkin. Number 14, Walker Ratt. Number 15, Matthew Elowecki. Number 16, Ethan Speedy. Wearing number 18, Logan Oko. Number 19 is Braden Gamble. Number 20, Liam Milne. Number 21, Bronson Hume. Number 22, Skylar McKay. Wearing number 23 is Zach Valentine. Number 24, Keller Thompson Scott. Number 25, Dominic Benscotter. Number 27, Dan Menard. Number 28 is Ethan Kawecki. Number 31, Brian Uwanda. Number 32, Tim Nakatsu. Wearing number 33, Quinlan Peterson. Number 36 is Renan Lau. Number 38, Beck Robinson. Number 42, Jake Gellert. Number 44, Owen Marusiak. Number 45, Daniel Tawaniak. Number 47, Joseph L. Debs. Number 51, Daxton Johnson. Number 52, Kevin Singh. Wearing number 54 is Emmett Samoil. Number 55, Dan Uguak. Number 56, Aiden Sendeki. Number 58, Matt Miller. Number 64 is Damon McEwen. Wearing number 65, Carter Richards. Number 66, Sagan Chow Knight. Wearing number 68, Cole Sanmoen. Number 75 is Lance Steele. Number 76, Connor Sinishin. Number 77 is Mason Toome. Number 80, Graham Park Hiller. Number 88, Javon Binom. Number 90 is Hunter Smith. Number 93, Ashton Hope. Number 96, Harrison Roth. Wearing number 98, Adam Uguak. And number 99, Joe Hua Ajagbi. Head coach Tyler Greenslade and the rest of the Harry Ainlay Titans coaching staff. And now, ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to center field where we call the captains forward for the coin toss. Your officials for today's game: back judge, Mr. Rob Sherman. The back umpires, Ms. Julia Long. The down judge, Mr. Jeff Jackson. The line judge, Mr. Mark Rempel. The umpire, Mr. Matt Spetter. And the referee for today's game, Mr. Sean Kerr. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask you to please rise and remove your hats and helmets for the reading of our treaty acknowledgement. We would like to respectfully acknowledge that this championship game is located on Treaty 6 land, traditional territories for the First Nations and Métis people. We would like to acknowledge all of the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit who have walked upon and acted as stewards of this land for centuries, as well as honor elders, the keepers of all, both past and present. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem.
All right, just about ready to get this one going. Corey Graham, John Belmont here with you. The Browns and Titans. So these teams, John, they've met. This is the 4th time they've met at this level, this game. Well, not technically this game, but you know what I mean, at the provincial championship level. Does it? I know it's different players, but systems would carry over, correct?
Well, that and the culture.
Yeah.
You know, the thing, St. Francis has a culture that's been there for many, many years. Harry Ainlay had a cultural change. Brian Anderson was the coach there for many, many years. When he left, they had a little bit of a dip and so on. Then they've come back. And under Brock Ralph and under Tyler Greenslade, they have developed into that, again, a winning culture. So both these teams, I think the Browns hold a lead of 2-1 in the games. I think this is the 4th game. So they're pretty close.
And they've all been tight games, pretty low scoring as well.
All been tight. One of them was that Fort McMurray game, and they played in a blizzard. And the final score was 3-2 for St. Francis. But that tells you a little bit about the tenacity of the players playing the game. And it's Alberta football. You never know what you're going to get. Tonight we've got gorgeous weather.
Well, Dawkins boots it away, and we are underway. See the 25 dropped right away, and then Ainlay gets down great coverage right away on that drop punt, or drop kickoff, excuse me. And DeJong makes a tackle.
You think it could be a little bit of nerves or whatever, but again, you look at the kick, Ainlay covers this extremely well. They're coming down very hard. Takes the ball high, it looked like it come off his pad a little bit, and then there was nothing there. At least he hung on to the ball.
All right, so St. Mackenzie. Quarterback. And ends up stumbling on the first exchange, and that'll be a loss of a few yards.
These are two unnatural things for this team. You look there, and he tripped over the running back he was booting from and just lost his feet, just like they fumbled in the very first on the kickoff return. So this is not like St. Francis.
And back to pass this time. Gunning to the sidelines, has a man, goes off the hands and incomplete. So quick 2 and out for the Browns as Doyle can't pull that one in.
Now, 2 things about this play. One, the coverage is very good from Harry Ainlay. This is well blocked, and the ball is passed pretty well and should have been caught. Now, Harry Ainlay should get this ball in pretty good field position.
Punt this one away, bit of a high snap. They get it down, and it's kicked away. And Ainlay will pick it up. Plus territories, it bounces down at the 45 and goes out of bounds about the 44-yard line.
It's a bad punt, and what ends up happening is Harry Ainlay has excellent field position. 43-yard line.
So Titans take over 1st and 10. And like John mentioned, real good starting position here for Harry Ainlay. And we'll see if there's a bit of nerves on the sides of the Browns. Roy Tenwani in a quarterback. And looks like we're ready to get this one going here. Deep shotgun, he'll drop back. Guns over the middle, had a man in and out of his hands. Was it picked off? No. Officials say that hit the ground.
Now this is a case of a receiver, again, just flat out dropping the ball. The ball is right there. Goes right through his hands. Oh, I don't know. That looked like it might have been picked, but the official's right there. He's down on the ground. He saw it hit the ground, so it's incomplete.
So here's Tanwani again. Round show blitz. Here they come. He gets rid of it over the middle. Has a man. Has a completion. And tackled right near that first down marker was Josh Dodds.
Well, if he doesn't have it, I think they will go for it.
And it looks like they are going to bring in the short yardage team here.
Now, this is one thing we haven't seen in these smaller schools where you have the opportunity to do this. These big teams, big rosters.
Lots of blockers. Tawani just follows it ahead and pushes the pile forward and up for a first down here for Ainlay.
Here's a case where the offensive line of Harry Ainlay just blows away the defensive line of St. Francis.
That brings up 1st and 10 from the 30. Tawani in shotgun, 2 backs on either side, gets rid of the ball quickly over the middle, has a man, gets popped right away. Job holding on to that one. Ainlay.
Now this is a case, it's really a well passed ball, little slant to the inside, but I think he is winded there. He took a shot right in the gut as he caught the ball. So
it's Josiah Halliburton, excuse me.
Now right now the offensive line of Harry Ainlay is doing a very good job of controlling the defensive front of St. Francis.
Well, 1st and 10 from the 15. Ainlay gets set. Playcock down to 5. They get it away. Tawani rolls, looking for a man. How about the 5-yard line? Missed his receiver there.
It looks to me like there was a little bit of confusion. It looked to me like it should be a bang out route. Hooks, and now he should work outside. Or that's what the quarterback thought. He just stayed in the hook position. A little bit of confusion.
2nd and 10 from the 15. And he has a man, has a completion again on the sidelines, and be forced out of bounds. Enough for a first down, though, as that one's brought in by Josh Dodds.
So first down, St. Francis playing man coverage, and a little pump fake, and lets the ball go. And the number 2 defender did not get position on that play. Looks like we got a holding call or something.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, they're marching him back here. That's going to push Ainlay back. So 2nd and 20 from the 25 now.
Now we're looking at cover 0 on defense. And they'll roll over. Now they'll go.
Confusion on the package here.
Yeah, they just wanted another player in there, a different player.
There we go.
Still cover 0. Straight man coverage.
Looks like the defense jumped. Goes for the end zone, and it's caught, hauled in. Touchdown, Ainlay. There are flags.
This could be offside on Ainlay.
It's Owen Hurl who hauled it in.
Now there's a case of pretty good coverage there, but it looked to me like the receiver pushed off. Gets away with one here, right there just before. You just saw that arm movement. He got away with it.
Well, it was offside against St. Francis. Nicholas Dawkin on for the extra point.
Now Harry Ainlay loves to throw the ball, and I think we're going to see that all night. Even if it was bad conditions, they'll throw the ball. St. Francis historically has been a running team, but you see now, like look today, like they started off passing the ball right away. So we'll have to see how they go as the game goes on, but Harry Ainlay will pass the ball consistently.
So Ainlay makes it 7-0 on their first drive. I'll boot it away. What if it's a little bit of nerves, like you mentioned, that first bit for St. Francis?
Can be. Well, you think it'd be for Ainlay also.
Yeah.
You know, and the one thing is that Ainlay has played in this stadium before. St. Francis is not. So that could be a difference. But they should have those nerves settle down now. And
Yeah.
they're going to have to come back, or it's going to be a long day for them.
Dawkin boots it deep. Turn up the middle, the 35, and Ainlay just smothered that one around. Nowhere to go for James Osborne.
Ainlay does a good job covering down. Good low hard tackle by 44.
Owen Maruziak on the tackle. So it'll be 1st and 10 Browns at their own 34. Snap gets it down, hands the ball off. Up the middle, not a ton there.
Not a lot of room. Harry Ainlay's defensive front keeps people off their linebackers. And you notice here, they come right in, they've got good angles, make good tackle.
That's Trey Lupel with a carry. So pick up a 3, be 2nd and 7. See, McKenzie drops back, has a bit of time, guns it near side, and just off target a little bit. Lucky that wasn't picked off.
Well, that's true, and you watch it on the replay here. And he drops off, looks like his own cover, and the linebacker was coming over hard on that play.
Yeah, looking for Noah Hopper on that one. It'll be a punting situation here for the Browns. High punt comes down. The bounce over the head of the returner that's going to drive him all the way back is now Dodds will pick it up at his 20. Steps one way and ends up getting a yard or two before he's wrestled down.
All right, now it was a very good punt from the point of view. You got the good roll. You end up with a very good net cover on that punt. So Harry Ainley's now starting from their 22. We'll see their first drive. They took it down and put it in the end zone. See if they can do it again.
Start here at their 22-yard line. And 20. Sends the receivers. This time it's a give up the middle, and that one flushed out right away. As Kiari James makes the tackle.
Again, when you look at what the defensive front did there, you watch it here, they do not allow the lineman to get to the second level. The Mac backer comes right in, makes a beautiful tackle.
Pickup of 1 on the play, be 2nd and 9 here.
Now see if St. Francis can get pressure on the quarterback. They've got no pressure so far.
A little inside give and not pressure on the quarterback, John, but they got to the ball carrier there.
No, but they were bringing pressure and it worked out, but they're running that little almost like fly action play, and their blitz went right into it. It was perfectly called defense for the offensive play call.
And Murray Jovel with a tackle. So now Dawkin will punt it away here.
St. Francis has 11 up, only 1 returner. This usually, you might look at a punt block here. No, they're dropping off.
Low punt comes down, 50. And drives the returner back into his own territory. Oh, he gets hammered along the sidelines.
There's a flag down there in the sideline, and it's going to be interesting to see what the call is on this. I don't know if this is an illegal block out of bounds or whether it's a late hit.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're calling that a helmet to helmet. I think it's a wrong call personally. I don't like those calls. It's a break for St. Francis.
Oh, let's just say it's no yards here. Sorry, John.
Yeah, it's right on the sideline.
Oh. St. Francis takes over in great position. And St. McKenzie. Nice snap, gets it down, hands it off, and not a ton of room there once again as Lapels drove back.
Harry Ainlay doing a good job again. They get off the blocks quickly and flood everything to where the ball carrier is going. I think St. Francis is going to have to put the ball in the air.
Pick up a 2 on that one, so 2nd and 8 here from the 40.
Harry Ainlay showing cover 0.
Mackenzie drops back, pressure, flushed out, a couple men in his face, and now just gets rid of it back towards the line of scrimmage.
Now what you want to do in this situation, you see cover 0, you want to get something down the middle. There was a receiver, but going across her, they took care of the deep route, but there was nothing there. The quarterback had to get out of there. Very good coverage by Harry Ainlay and very good pressure.
So they'll punt this one away once again. It's Javelin to punt. Gets it away. Towards the corner. Comes down at the 10. Turns up to the 15, the 20. And it's snuffed out there at the 20-yard line.
This is actually a pretty good return off that punt. The returner starts heading up the field. They pinned him in, comes then this side, and then gets up the seam as soon as he sees one the best he can. That's a good return.
So Ainlay takes over at their 21. And Wani drops back with protection, slings it out. He's got a man open. He's got a just dropped it. Had a man.
Hit him in a bad spot right in the hands.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing about that pass that is, I don't want to take anything away from quarterback or the receiver on this, but those are hard to catch. That's a line drive pass, and it is tough to judge. And he should have caught it, but still, if he put air under that ball, he had beat the defender, put air under that ball, he's going to score a touchdown because it's easy to judge.
2nd and 10, here comes pressure. Gets rid of it over the middle, but that's too high. As he had to get that ball out quick, John, he was going to get, well, he did get hammered.
Well, he got hammered. That's, I believe, was a middle linebacker coming in there, 34. Did a real nice job on the play and hit him just as he's releasing the ball.
Now Dockin on to boot this away again. Again, just a one-man deep. High punt comes down inside the 50-yard line. It's dropped.
Harry Ainlay might have the ball.
No,
they recovered it. 34, their middle linebacker, recovered that ball.
Yeah, he's been busy, James.
Covered up by number 34, Gary James.
Well, the Browns will take over here inside Ainlay territory. At the 47. He drops back. Pressure comes, steps up, flushed out of the pocket. Now he's trying to get something on nothing. Does pick up a decent gain.
About 4 yards on that, which was more than I thought he was going to get. Good pressure by the defensive end of the Titans. Forced them up. Put in second and medium. This isn't a bad position for St. Francis to be in, but they've got to accomplish something. They've got to get a first down here.
McKenzie takes a snap, looking deep. Far side, just out of the reach of the receiver there. Just too much for Doyle to bring in.
These wide outs to the field side are extremely hard to throw accurately. The reason there's so much distance out there allows the defenders time to come in and close. Now, Ainlay's playing man coverage, so not too bad. But if he's in zone and a guy come down on it because he's reading the pass, they're just reading them in right now. But those are hard to complete.
So another punt here. The Browns. High kick's going to come down, drive the return it back to the 10, the 15, 20 still on his feet, and then knocked down, wrestled to the ground at the 20-yard line.
It's actually a beautiful punt. Plenty of height on the punt. Lots of time for contain. Catches the ball about the 10, so he gets about 11 yards on the return, which is a pretty good return.
Yeah, back to 21. That's where they started their last drive.
Again, Harry Ainlay's been playing that man coverage and doing a pretty good job with it. But I'm surprised St. Francis has not gone over the middle, as they're playing a little bit of cover 0 in there, along with cover 1.
Tenwani, play action fake over the middle, has a man, has a completion. Flag comes out here as Alawicki still on his feet, rumbling into Browns territory, knocked down at the 45-yard line. We'll check the flag.
It'll be interesting to see what the call is here.
They're bringing it back. Holding?
Has to be a holding call. Yeah, that's what they're showing, so they'll take them back.
Yeah, that takes a big play off the board.
It also makes it 1st and 20. Now, when Harry Ainlay was back here previous, they tried to run the ball twice when they're down in their own zone. Let's see if they try to run the ball here. They've had more success with their passing game. It's what they've done well all year. I think that's probably what they'll stay with. The only problem is here, if you get a turnover here, it's usually 6 points.
Yeah.
So they might want to try to run it, be a little cautious, let their defense play ball. We'll see.
Katsu's the back. And nope, Tawani's going to carry. Look out, he's driven back into the end zone and brought down. Where are they going to mark him?
Well, that should be a fumble. I don't think he passed the ball. They're saying he's down. He's trying to.
Yeah, he got rid of it.
He got rid of it. In fact, they're going to go over this. If it's an incomplete pass, it'll come down to that first down marker. They're saying he does not have to be down.
Right.
If they've got him under control, other than that, that could have been a safety. So.
And Kerry James once again gets right to the quarterback.
Now again, will St. Francis play this soft and let him catch the ball underneath and close down on it, or will they play very aggressive?
2nd and 28 from the 3. They're going to throw it again over the middle and off the hands of the receiver, as Elawicki can't bring it in.
Now here's an interesting situation for your coaching staff. You've got the wind blowing into you down at this end right now. The wind's coming from the south. Would you give up the safety and kick off from your 35? Or are you going to punt it and give the other team the ball in pretty good plus territory? This would be an interesting choice for the Harry Ainlay coaching staff, special team staff.
And they will
give up the safety.
I think that's the right call.
I do too. I think in this situation, so many things can happen here. And if you give up the safety, okay, you're still up 7-2. You're kicking the ball off to your opposition, but you're kicking off from the 35. Your coverage has been good so far, and your defense has played very well.
3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's 7-2 in favor of the Titans. Well, the Browns are going to take it from their 35 here. So likely the final play of the first quarter, barring a penalty. Kenzie brings in the call from the sidelines. And he will hand it off. And a decent gain out to about the 40-yard line on that carry.
This was good hard running the ball very low. If we watch this on the replay, just good solid blocking on the front. Made the one linebacker miss, got upfield for close to a first down.
Well, that's the end of the first quarter. The Alberta Schools Athletic Association wishes to thank its many sponsors and suppliers who help make this event a reality. Platinum level sponsors Subway and Alberta Milk. Other sponsors include Morjex Insurance, Rayacom Print and Design, Wilson, Elite Promotional Marketing, Driving Force, Deerfoot Inn and Casino, and Marmot Basin. Right back here for the second quarter. 2nd and 4. St. Francis. And the give once again. Lapel's going to bounce it outside. Can he get to the first down marker? No, just knocked out of bounds short.
Or they're marking it. I think he's got the first down.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it's right at the marker.
They are moving the sticks.
It was a good hard run again. And this is what St. Francis has been known for over the years. Control the ball on the ground. They've had a tremendous number of outstanding football players come through this program. They've gone to play university and pro.
McKenzie. And the give again to Lapel. Nothing there this time, though, as he's met and brought down in the backfield. Beck Robinson brings him down.
Really good job. Comes up from his linebacking position and hits right through the gap. They're playing gap cancel defense. He's responsible for that gap. Instead of letting the guy come to him, he attacked him. Very good defensive play.
2nd and 12. He drops back, has time. Looking near side, ball's underthrown and picked off. Ainlay picks that one off as Ethan Kowecki got in front of it.
Now we see this on a replay. Looks like Ainlay this time is playing in his zone. Drops right off into that undercover area, gets up, perfect position, pick the ball off. Extremely well executed defensive play. And now Ainlay's got very good field position.
There's Liam Milne on the interception, 20, not 28. Flag comes out. Tawani looking over the middle, gets a little high for his receiver. Takes a good pop as well, does Dobbs.
I think that possibility that St. Francis was offside with their field defensive end. We'll have to see.
Well, looks like it's going
against Ainlay.
Yeah.
So it'd be perceived. Must have been a receiver come offside, drew him offside. He'll decline the penalty.
All right, so 2nd and 10 here. It's in motion. Tawani gets rid of it quickly. It's lateral to Dodds. Has Zaroon trying to turn that corner across midfield. And it's into Browns territory.
Well-designed play, pretty good blocking downfield. Number 8 was not able to hold his block, which enabled the corner to get over and make the tackle. Now they'll bring their big guys in. Their short yardage offense.
3rd and 2 here. And shotgun, I don't know, he's still on his feet pushing forward. Second effort might have been enough.
I think he's got enough. He's on the line to give him the first down. Roy's a good ball player. I've known him since he was a Bantam player and playing midget ball. He lives 3 blocks from Jasper Place High School.
And Tenwani again, straight keeper up the middle. Across the 50 and picked up a couple, maybe 3 on the play.
Now St. Francis they normally do not miss tackles. Missed tackle there, missed tackle here. Good tackle again. 34 middle linebacker is probably the most active player I've seen out here. Kayari James, he's playing extremely well.
Yeah, he's been in on most of the tackles here so far. So 2nd and 7. Gave up the middle and nowhere to go. This time again, it's James.
Yeah, they blitzed him and he come right into that backfield. That's where they've had most of their success this game, is bringing pressure.
Yeah, nowhere to go for Nakatsu.
He's very hard to block because when he came through that line, you notice he turned a little sideways. Doesn't give you much to block. And you get through there quickly and then boom, he's into the tackle. A well-executed play.
Osborne back to return.
Come to the gate close to the media center to collect your gift cards. Thank you so much.
Dokken gets it off. Right to Osborne at the 18, the 20, the 25. Now trying to stretch it out, and he's brought down with pursuit.
They're trying to set up a wall on this side, and this is hard to do. The ball is punted. He gets the ball. He comes to his right, and when he gets a seam, he's got to turn right up. He doesn't see it. He has to keep going laterally. He does gain a lot of yards, runs a lot of yards, but doesn't gain a lot. He's got to find that seam, but that's something Ainlay does well. They cover in lanes, hard to find a seam.
Good tackle by Dan Menard. So from the 27, that was the give, and Ainlay again ready for that. Nowhere to go.
This is a case where the back, his first thought process was to go outside. You watch this, he probably should have. 56, his defensive end played that extremely well, turned him into the linebackers. It's a very well-run defensive play.
Well, gain of, give him a yard. 2nd and 9. Kenzie's going to drop back. Good protection, slings it out, and that's closed upon right away. Good coverage there as Tremblay got up to make the tackle.
If we see this on the replay, they're playing mainly man coverage, and he just covers a man early.
That was the running back, Trey Lupel.
Now you see these two teams again, both their line plays pretty solid. But right now, Harry Ainlay up to now has been winning the field position battle. They're going to get the ball again in plus territory.
Yeah, right around.
Or very close to it.
Just short of midfield.
Short of midfield. Yeah, right in there. So they're getting a couple of first downs, 3 first downs, and St. Francis might get 1 first down.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah, tilting the field and eating the clock here. Leading 7-2.
You always got to do what you do well. And this is why I think Ainlay is going to pass the ball a fair amount. You notice they got, again, 3 receivers to the boundary in this case.
Ooh, Tawani got hit as he threw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Looks like he's all right. Gets himself back up.
Well, they knew they were going to throw, but again, the defensive end just absolutely just beat the right tackle of Harry Ainlay. And there's no way that quarterback could get everything into that pass. And he still overthrew the receiver. That takes your accuracy right off.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 here. Taiwan rolls near side, over the middle, almost picked off. In and out of the hands of the defensive back.
The defender there, you watch on the replay, he jumps the ball, does it exactly like he should, but he came inside a little with it. If he'd have just come straight upfield, he'd have had the pick. And he also might have been looking toward the goal line, which in those positions guys tend to do.
Daniel Griffith knocked that one down. Osborne back again to return. So that's a good hold for the Browns if we talk about the field position battle. Good kick here, though. Drive Osborne all the way back to his 10. Trying to find a lane. He's at the 12. And Ainlay wraps him up to bring him down to about the 15-yard line.
Again, digging deep out of their own end. This is a good punt.
Walker Rat on the tackle.
That was actually a pretty good return by the returner. He was hit as soon as he got the ball.
Mark it here at the 11. McKenzie, play action fake, rolls out, looking deep, has a man, gets tangled up. Browns want to flag, there's none coming.
You know, that's an interesting thing. I've seen officials call that both ways.
Yeah.
I've seen that called interference, and I've seen it here where they don't call it interference. The interesting thing, we're running a bootleg. That's what we would call a hammer pattern. The inside receiver runs a corner route, they go to the corner. But where the problem came in with that, it took so long for that quarterback to get it out. And probably what happened, the receiver didn't stem it up inside enough before he broke the corner, so the timing wasn't there.
McKenzie drops back, looking near side this time, has a man open. That'll be enough for a first down, and more as the receiver stays in bounds where he's driven out right in front of the bench.
Yeah, I think he thought he was out there for a second. You notice he hesitates. Well thrown ball. Puts the ball right where it has to be. Lots of room.
Yeah, just
tiptoed right there. It looked like he didn't know if he was in or out. He just kept going. Let the refs call it. You know, just keep running.
Good job there by Tyler Malev. McKenzie, the give. Lupel cuts it back and again just swarmed by the Ainlay defenders.
Harry Ainlay's defense has done extremely well against the run. Extremely well. And when they play man coverage and play tight, they're playing pretty well there too. So we'll have to see. They play zone or man on this next play with 2nd and 9.
Let's see what they dial up here. McKenzie, lone man in the backfield. His man near side, closed on quickly, not going to be enough first down. Good job by Doyle to hang on to it.
No, the question is, do you go for it? You got about 2 yards.
Yeah.
If you do go for it, I would be prone to doing play action pass, throwing the ball. Ainlay has played the run extremely well, and they're going to punt. I think this is probably the right thing to do. Unless around midfield, this is a place where you might fake and go for it. You know, this is the place you'd like to do it if you're going to do it.
Looks like Ainlay's kind of expecting it. They got Gellert back, and there it is. There's the fake.
He's got the first
down,
too. Yeah. Well, that's perfect position for it. You come to going to the boundary is usually good.
Yeah.
And because it's an easier angle. You watch it here. They turn upfield right away. Real good block right there on 24. Well executed play.
Trailer Pell picks it up. So a 6-yard pickup makes it 1st and 10 from the 52. Three minutes left in the first half. Kenzie drops back, slings it out for the lapel. Steps around the first man. Gets to midfield. He's dragged down just cross into Ainlay territory.
It's actually a very well executed play offensively and defensively. Ainlay closes this right well and takes the best thing he can do away from him. Took the deep stuff away. Now they let him have that. But you notice how he has to turn up inside? They kept their outside leverage, forced him to turn up where the linebackers are, and you end up with a 2nd and 6 instead of a first down.
Here we go, 2nd and 6. He's back, guns it over the middle. Has a man, Alex can't quite squeeze it. That one's dropped by Doyle.
This is a case again where you have a receiver. I think he is more interested in running after he caught the ball. But in this game, you have to catch the ball first. You got to tuck it in, squeeze it in, and if you don't do that, you're going to end up in these situations where you're third and punting the ball.
Yeah, I might have looked up and saw the defender, it's Keller Thompson Scott, had him lined up, but it doesn't matter, you're going to get hit anyway.
You're going to get hit anyway, might as well catch the ball.
Low snap. This time they'll get it, punt away. Nice high punt. And he's going to take a bounce out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
That actually worked out pretty well for St. Francis. Not a great punt. It looked like he was trying to draw a man into him. Maybe you can get a roughing call. I don't think you do that. But trying to draw a little bit and then punt the ball. Almost like he was going to fake a run. But now Ainley's down in their own 21-yard line. It'll be interesting. Again, I think they're going to come out throwing here.
Yeah.
It's what they do well.
Started a few drives from the 21 here so far. I think it's the 3rd time they've scrimmaged from the 21-yard line. Goes back. Pressure, gets hit, gets rid of the ball, and almost picked off.
I think that hit the other rusher right in the shoulder pads. He really gets hit. Quarterback gets hit hard here by the defensive end. Yeah, hit him right up in the pads.
Probably surprised him. Lucas Code got the quarterback, and it's been a huge turnover there. Instead, it's 2nd and 10.
Quick hitch.
Quick hitch out sidelines. Step around the first man and wrestled down neatly that time was Hurl.
Really well defended by St. Francis. I think the play call was good, but you got to make your blocks upfield to get by that first man. They didn't get that.
6 yard.
Now, Harry Ainley's quarterback is going to be sore at the end of this half. He's been hit pretty good. He's a real competitor. He's a very good athlete. But those types of hits take the toll on you.
Punt away. Osborne takes it to short of midfield, able to gather it in. Now he's in Ainlay territory, down about the 40-yard line. And great starting position now for the Browns.
It's a real good return. If you look at the punt, it's not just short, but it's fairly low. And it comes right to him, does not allow coverage the best it is. Makes a good cut getting inside and then gets right up the field. Good return.
Jake Geller made the tackle. 17-yard return. So now St. McKenzie. Lapel in the give. Nope. Play action fake on the end around. Has some room near side. Oh, what a tackle. Looks like there was a lot of room there for a little bit for Osborne, but had the feet cut off from underneath him.
This young man hasn't learned to watch some of these NFL players and CFL players and hurdle that guy. That was a very good tackle. He stayed low. He couldn't have hurdled him. Not the way he came in. Extremely good tackle.
Yeah, Skylar McKay on the tackle for Ainlay. It is a first down, though. Just at the 30 here. Now the give to Lapel. Bounces off one man, and then he's wrestled down immediately after that as Jagby got him.
Good team tackling by Harry Ainlay. The flow is there. Now you see the cutback. turned him inside, and he bounced back outside. The flow was right there.
A gain of maybe half a yard. Inside give, and again, nothing there. There's no Hopper brought down.
A little surprised they ran that play again. Come right back. Ainlay's done a good job on these pretty well the whole game. So now they'll be looking at a field goal. 36-yard field goal.
So, Caballero
take a timeout.
It looks like there's a timeout.
Has to be a timeout.
Edric Guerra Caballero on to kick this one. Well, it's tracking to be a game just like the others. Tight, low scoring.
Tight, low scoring. The both defensive fronts are playing extremely well. You know, the one thing about both these teams, again, like the previous game, extremely well coached. And if a mistake is made, it's usually a physical mistake. It's not a mental mistake.
.36-yard attempt here. Be into the wind. High snap, they get it down, kick is up, and it's missed. Well, Ainlay's gonna bring it out to the 10, and rushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line was Dodds. Yeah, timing got interrupted with a bad snap.
Timing was interrupted, and he got under the ball a little too much, and that's probably because of the timing. Nice job on the return here. Nice job getting it out. They're about, what, 16-yard line, 15-yard line?
At the 15, yep. He's got backs on either side. And drops back over the middle. This one's brought in and secured, and Hurl's knocked down and lost the football. Browns say they have it.
This is a completion and a fumble. That ball was, I believe, held long enough. See there? Yeah, the ball's held long enough there. Now the strip. Watch him strip the ball. All right? And guess who that is? That is Mr. James making that strip.
And Lucas Code picked up the ball.
Outstanding defensive play.
So huge turn of events here for the Browns. First and 10 from the 17 of Ainlay.
What a lot of coaches like to do here is go play action pass. They're not going play action, they're passing.
Straight to the end zone. And broken up. I was with you. I thought that was a touchdown for sure.
I did too, and I think defender just got a hand on it. Very well defended.
Yeah, just tipped.
Just tipped by number 10. That was a very good play.
Thomas Mwenda. The final minute of the half. Drops back, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right, trying to find somewhere to go with the football, and then just gets rid of it. And another field goal try upcoming here.
Well, this tells you a little something about Harry Ainlay's coverage. They sit down here, they're playing man coverage, and they're on people very tight. Nobody to throw to.
Guerra Caballero back out for another field goal try. This will be a 24-yard attempt. Low snap this time, and again, can't get it away. See if they can get something out of nothing here. They do make a completion. Is it going to be a first down? It's right near
It's a first down where he's marking the ball, Corey. It's right on the 5-yard line.
Jackson Vanderberg, the holder, able to scramble out and a receiver in motion and find him downfield.
Very good reaction by Harry Ainley's number 42, but where the problem came in, he was already at first down level.
It's Osborne on the reception, so now it's a 1st and goal from the 6. There's the give, Lupel. First man gets a piece of him. He's able to lunge forward, but well short of the goal line.
About the 3-yard line. So now you got lots of time. And number 22 just got enough of them.
Yeah. Skylar McKay tripped him up. Second and goal from the 3 here now.
You've actually got time for 2 plays easily. So if they want to run it again, they can run it again. Good play here, believe it or not, is a bootleg with your quarterback carrying. Because what happens is they'll really close in hard on the running back. If you fake the ball well, then nobody accounts for the quarterback. So he'll get into the end zone. But a lot of teams don't like to run that. They'll run leads. Or if you notice in here, they're out of pistol. So I suspect he's going to pass the ball. He might run it, but I think he's going to pass.
Yeah, they have Lapel in a quarterback here. The Wildcat takes the snap, trying to push his way forward. He's short again. Maybe down to the 2 or the 1.5.
Well, this is the thing. Harry Ainlay has played this running game really well in the game. But again, I think this is in St. Francis's DNA. They've always run the ball extremely well. That defensive front of Harry Ainlay is defeating the offensive line of St. Francis at this time.
St. Francis takes time out. And you have 3rd and goal from the 2. You're going for it here, no question?
Oh, I think you have to. Absolutely. Yeah, because it's 2 reasons. One, this is a huge momentum change. If they score, then they've taken a turnover and gotten it into the end zone. If Ainlay stops them, their momentum for them just skyrockets. Yeah. So whatever, it's a huge play. If you kick the field goal here, Ainlay kind of wins it. So I think you have to go for it, and it'll be interesting, pass or run. That's the only question for me.
3rd trip down here, you don't want to come away with no points.
That's exactly right.
And now Ainlay takes the timeout.
See, Harry Ainlay is going to, I don't know whether they'll go gap. They're going to bring guys and they're going to play man coverage down here, that's for sure. The question is, what are you going to do with this? You got to cover every gap because of run, the potential of run. But you also have to play tight man. Their defenders, the defensive backs, will probably be playing inside shade. If the quarterback's throwing, he's got to get it outside, nothing over the middle. Force everything out. And then stay tight on them. Harry and his linebackers are very good. Their defensive front 4 is very good. And their secondary so far has shown to be very good.
All right, it'll be the running back, Trey Lupel, and a quarterback here again. Say McKenzie's on the sidelines. High snap through his hands. He's got to go back and pick it up. Loses the football, and Ainlay's got it. Wow. 3 trips down, 2 bad snaps and a field goal, and now a bad snap on a Wildcat formation.
Now here, to me, this is one of the reasons why I do not like when you're in a goal line going out of pistol formation. Be under, snap the ball to the quarterback, and then do what you're going to do. But the potential for a bad snap down here, especially, I'll guarantee you, Harry Ainlay defensive line is getting off the ball, and they're attacking that center.
Yep.
So now they can't do it on a placement. They can't do it on a punt, but you ensure as heck do it when you're in the field of play, which that was.
10-20. 11 seconds to go here, up by 5 heading into the half. And just going to kneel this one out.
Yeah, they get one more snap. Now, the interesting thing here, I'm not sure that wasn't a legal procedure. If you notice, Roy Tawan, he went up there. He didn't wait a second.
No.
So that is illegal motion, really, or he could call trying to draw somebody offside. That should have been a penalty. But I know these officials, they don't want to end this on a penalty. Oh, there you go.
So Tawani kneels it down, and 7-2 is the score here at halftime. Ainlay on top, and it's last game was a lot of creativity, John. This one's more straightforward, kind of smash mouth football.
More straightforward, real smash mouth football. And right now, Ainlay's momentum is sky high.
Yep.
They're up by 5 points going into the second half. It's going to be very interesting to see the adjustments both St. Francis and Harry Ainlay make at halftime.
All right, second half around the corner. The Alberta Schools Athletic Association wishes to thank its many sponsors and suppliers who help make this event a reality. Platinum sponsors Subway and Alberta Milk. Other sponsors include Morjex Insurance, Rayacom Print and Design, Wilson, Elite Promotional Marketing, Driving Force, Deerfoot Inn and Casino, and Marmot Basin. It is 7-2 Ainlay over St. Francis. We'll be back with the second half up next. It's an IC Live Procast. All right, ready to get the second half going here. It's 7-2, Ainlay leading. And they'll get the football to start things off. Corey Graham, John Bellon here with you. And
just waiting on the officials, make sure everybody's counted and ready to go.
All right, here we go. Oh, Ainlay, like you mentioned, all momentum heading into the half to get the football to start things off. And they'll take it from their own 30. Lost that outside 35 to the 40. And driven out of bounds right in front of the bench. Good return, good field position to start this one off.
It is, and if you look at it, St. Francis kicks it short, kicks it into a hole, but their coverage wasn't great. Their contained man on the far side comes inside, and they get outside of him on the return and pick up probably 5-10 extra yards.
So they'll take over the 41. They want to draw it back, gets rid of it quickly. That's a man wide open over the middle. And that'll be a first down out near midfield as Halliburton brings that one in.
Very good pass. And again, this is what Harry Ainlay does well. Gets back, lets it go on time. Does not really give St. Francis time to break on the ball. That ball is out and into the hands of the receiver just as he turns. Well, this weather, Corey, has actually been a blessing for Harry Ainlay with their passing game. You couldn't ask for better weather.
He draws back under pressure, gets rid of the ball, but that one's going to sail out of bounds and incomplete.
I think he was expecting something else from his number 4, the wide receiver. He was isolated on this side, and I think he was looking for a double move. And instead, he just hooked up and stayed there.
2nd and 10 from midfield. Take that little pitch ahead, goes over the middle, ball's deflected, and that'll fall into the turf. And punting situation now for Ainlay.
St. Francis playing soft zone on this, and their boundary halfback is so far off. I really think that there's a possibility there that Harry Ainlay can take advantage of it running the ball on the edge, because the halfback is in no position to come up and contain.
That was Yari James getting a hand on that pass once again.
He's all over the field, isn't he?
Yep. Now Osborne on the return. Taking to promote his 22. Goes upfield to 25, the 30, right up the middle. And just short of the 35. And the Browns will take over.
Now that's how you return a ball. This is good, hard, quick return. Catches the ball in the air. And you watch. Just gets a seam and goes. Gets what he can. It's a good, hard return on a very good tackle.
12-yard return on the punt. And the Browns at their own 33 here. McKenzie gives. And again, Ainlay just swarming and nowhere to go for Trey Lupel.
And again, you're looking at it. Their outside people are playing this very, very well. And you look at that. That is 33, the defensive end. And he just fights everything off and makes the play. And, you know, Quinlan Peterson, that's how you play football. Keeps the leverage, keep the leverage. Don't allow him to turn up.
2nd and 14 now. McKenzie drops back. He's flushed out. Trying to find Ainlay. He's got a man tracking him down from behind. Directing traffic. It's almost picked off. And it falls incomplete.
We have a roughing the passer call out here, I think, by the looks of it. Let's watch it on the replay all the way through. One thing they are doing today is they are, in a way, yeah, see right there, that extra push, they're going to call that every time. And used to get away with that on quarterbacks, not anymore. You are automatic first down.
I'll move the ball out to the 45.
And the irony of it is, they had good coverage. There's a possibility they could have picked that ball. There was no need for that. And I know their coaches do not coach that.
Yeah.
Not just kid getting excited and figures the guy's out of the pocket. Well, he's still passing the ball, so.
Now, sets up the screen, dumps it off, up for a first down. And Lupel, it's out to the 40, or the 50-yard line, excuse me, of Ainlay.
The nice thing about that play, that was almost not even a screen. They block straight on the line. They don't go out at all. And all they do but they come down inside, he goes outside. But look at the open space. He did exactly the right thing. Well executed play. That's the first screen I think we've seen from St. Francis tonight.
And now the give to Lupel up the middle, cuts it back and runs right over a tackler out to the 45, down to about the 44.
That's what they got to do, is keep mixing it up. Little trap play there. Counter type action with a trap coming back to the boundary. Good yardage.
Pick up a 7 on the play, be 2nd and 3 here. Drop back, has time. Over the middle, the ball's high in the air. That'll be picked off. Ball bounced up and it's picked off by Ainlay, and a good return here as well from Maruziak.
There's a flag down, so this is interesting what the call is going to be. I suspect it'll be an illegal block from Ainlay, which will move them back. Now there's a case, you look at that pass, it was thrown at the receiver instead of out in front of him. And you reach, and the defender was right there, made a great play on the ball, tipped it up. He had 2 more men around there. So what ends up happening, you get the ball.
And you're right on the call, they're going to bring it back, but it is Ainlay football. So we'll take over their 31. All kinds of movement. Flags are out. Deep shot down the sidelines and just too much.
Interestingly enough, again, they've done that 2 or 3 times, and they're beating the corner every time. But again, you look at Roy here, the way he lets that ball go, there's not a lot of air under that ball. Hard to allow the receiver to be a good receiver if you don't put some air under it. You can have the strongest arm in the world and not be a real good passer.
They do pick up 5 on the penalty. Is that a situation where you know it's a free play and you're just trying to go for it all?
Could have been, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
I think that was the play call. They've run that isolate, and I think that they believe they can hit it. Roy's just got to learn how to put a little air under the ball and let that receiver go, because the receivers are beating the corners on these more often than not.
And gets rid of it quickly to the sidelines, but didn't seem like he got it set before he threw the football.
He read a blitz coming. The middle linebacker was coming if they showed on the replay. However, Harry Ainlay picks it up real well. Here comes the Mac. He's picked up by the lineman right away. So really no play, but that can fluster a quarterback pretty quick. He's had 34 in his face quite a few times this game. And also, it is at number 6, the defensive end, has been beating the right tackle of Ainlay pretty consistently.
Now this run play up the middle to help the first down a little bit more as well, out across the 45. A good pickup on the ground there for Tawani.
Now this is a good play call. Little draw, little quarterback draw, and they just pound the defensive lineman and linebackers back on that play. Well, what they did, they used a receiver to come in and take care of that rush in to help out the tackle on that last play so he couldn't come down on the quarterback. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised in their passing game if you don't see that help. Because if you can take that end away, then all you have to be concerned about is 34.
Gets rid of this one, and it's broken up. Had a man briefly in Josh Dodds, but that was closed on quickly.
That was a real good break on the ball by number 20 from St. Francis. The ball was led out where it should be, but the defender just played it extremely well.
2nd and 10 here from the 46 for Ainlay.
You might almost look for that quarterback draw again here.
Yeah.
So I expect they might blitz. No, they're playing soft.
Going deep down the sidelines again. Elwicki's there, just can't quite pull it in.
Now again, here's a case, we see it on the replay. Number 15, the receiver, pushes off the defensive back. And they haven't called that. The Ainlay does this a lot. And they get away with this. Double move. You watch here now. He will push off right there. You get that arm and extends the arm. That's a penalty. If he'd have caught that ball and score, I'll guarantee you that was right in front of the St. Francis bench. Their coaches would have been livid.
Instead, it brings up a punting situation here. High snap to get it away. And from the 30, 35 up to the 40. Osborne lost the football.
Ainlay
says they have it.
Now, this is the thing about real good football teams. When a ball is on the ground, you'll find them getting on the ball very quickly. They see things and react to it very fast. That's exactly what Harry Ainlay does here. They're in the right position. They get on the ball immediately.
Well, John Binham came up with a football. So Ainlay takes over at the 41 now of St. Francis. Here comes the blitz. Gets it off. And some room still on his feet. Still going here. It's Dodds down the sidelines. And he's taken down to the 5-yard line.
Here's where the problem comes in. You see who makes that tackle downfield? That's the blitzing linebacker. He takes his angle and goes. If they had not blitzed him, he probably would have made the play at about 4 or 5 yards downfield.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with blitzing. And he reacted to it extremely well. Very good football player. Comes down the field, makes the tackle.
Well, first and goal from the 6-yard line now. Maloney, keeper stumbles and he's brought down in the backfield.
Well, again, he saw number 6 out there, and he's been a terror in that backfield all day for St. Francis. And quarterback, he sees that. He's got to turn up inside right away, and feet went out from under him.
That's Lucas Code once again from that left-end spot. They do give him a yard, so second and goal from the 5.
I expect you'll see the ball in the air in this play.
No, keeper again. He's trying the same play. Can he get there? No, brought down short. Got down about the 2 or the 3. So now what do you do in a tight game?
Well, if you're on the 2-yard line, well, the one thing about Harry Ainlay's front has been very good. I'd put the quarterback underneath and run quarterback sneak. Roy's got good strength in his legs, and he's a good quarterback with that. But they go to pistol. They love running pistol. That's offside, I think.
Flags are up, broken up.
Yeah. Flags down. Yeah. This is offside on St. Francis. And this was, we put this right on Harry Ainlay's quarterback because he drew him offside with a count. Changed his cadence. And this drives coaches nuts. They make good plays. Now they got their big guys in. First down. Going to be about the 2-yard line. They might go underneath now.
Yeah.
They're running.
So third and goal from the 2.
Oh, it's third.
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be third if that was a penalty. Yeah, it's first down. That's what it should be. Has to be first down. A very good job by Harry Ainlay quarterback, drawing him offside. That got him the first down.
And first and goal from the 1. Still with that deep set, takes the snap, plunges forward. Touchdown, Ainlay.
You take a look at the Harry Ainlay offensive linemen. All of them were in the end zone. So the quarterback just has to duck down inside of. Now, personally, I'd prefer to do it from underneath. You never know you're going to get a bad snap back there.
Yep.
And you saw what happened to St. Francis earlier. Well, that's why I would rather go underneath. But for Ainlay, that's how they like to do it, and it works very well for them.
So dock it on for the extra point here. Make this a 12-point game. And flags are up. Kick is good.
This might be procedure.
April Morrison is still looking for you to come and get your driver's license. April Morrison, he's got the main name, and he got the license.
The refs are sorting this one out.
It's either offside on the defense,
Offside,
which it is.
No point after is good.
And they'll add that on the kickoff.
So 14-2 now.
3:41 in the third quarter. 14-2 now the score in favor of Harry Ainlay. And ladies and gentlemen, as a result of the penalty,
Gonna be kicking off from the 50-yard line here.
Now this is a place, if St. Francis get back in the game, they've got to do it really quick.
Yeah.
Because every time they've got down in the red zone area, nothing's worked for them. The only thing they've been able to do is they got stuffed down there, and then they force Ainlay to take a safety. That's been it. So
short kick, bounce down at the 20. Osborne fields it there. It's across the 25. And brought down, a late flag comes in.
we'll see who this is against. It's probably a UR. Usually these late ones are unnecessary roughness. Oh, this is going to be on 53, I believe, against for St. Francis. No, it's against Ainlay. It's against Ainlay.
So that'll bring it out to the 42-yard line.
Now St. Francis has to go, and it's going to be interesting to see if they continue to try running the ball.
Kenzie in shotgun. Play action fake, trying to find somebody. Gets away from one man, still with the football. Trying to find a receiver, now he tucks to run. And he got driven out of bounds at the St. Francis bench. Ends up picking up a couple.
Now this is a case again. You look at this coverage downfield. Harry Ainley's playing tight man, and they're doing an extremely good job of it. What that means is for any back carrying the ball, those four defenders are out of the way.
Yep.
The defensive line and the linebackers of Ainlay are making all these run stops, and they're doing an outstanding job of it.
Kenzie up the middle, he's picked off again. Too much mustard on that one. And Skylar McKay picks it off.
I think what we had there, it looked like Harry Ainlay played a cut call in his zone coverage and sent their halfback deep. And the quarterback misread it, and there's the halfback. Comes right up and makes the play.
Oh, huge turnover here now again for Ainlay. And they'll start at their 44.
Ainley's done a good job mixing up the coverages.
Here comes the blitz. Get rid of the ball over the middle. He's got a completion. And wrestled down after a good pickup there was Halliburton.
The biggest thing about this is what Ainlay does. You notice they've done this a lot. Clear guys out, then hit those hooks in the center. And once they've hit the hook, what St. Francis is doing is trying to strip the ball instead of tackling. So the guy just keeps running.
Yeah.
You end up with fairly good yardage. That's a philosophical things with teams. Some teams tackle them. If you're tackling them, then we'll strip, but you tackle first.
There's the inside give. Elowicki going east-west, can't turn it upfield, and he's brought down right around the line of scrimmage.
Very well defended. Again, you look at it now. The defensive end, fight 94, fights off 2 blocks, gets the hands on him, and then along comes Mr. James, middle linebacker, to make the final hit. That's a very well played defensive play.
I'll give him a yard, so it's 2nd and 9. And time. And Wani, all kinds of time. Now he's flushed out. And he'll take it himself, still on his feet. Okay, it's a first down and a few more. Up near the 30-yard line now. Went through his progressions and
the thing I really liked about what he did there, he faked like he was going outside, then turned up inside the one man. If he'd have kept going outside, he'd be tackled for maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain. What St. Francis didn't have was inside out pressure coming once he was turned up. Very good play.
And he committed to running. Once he went through those progressions, he just put his head down and went. Hey, like he didn't try to force a pass. Now here's to the end zone. And touchdown, Ainlay.
This should be a penalty, but they're not calling it. The Harry Ainlay receivers push off. They'll grab arms. They'll do whatever they can. And they're not calling it. And you look, you don't see it here because it's already happened. But the start of the play, you saw when he's down there, he's grabbing his arm, pushing off, get in position to make the play.
Now there was a flag early here though, and I think they're bringing it back.
They'll probably be holding if it's back here.
Yeah.
Won't be that play.
No, offside. There we go. But you're right, I was watching that ball come down. There was a lot of pushing.
And Ainlay, for whatever reason, gets away with it. And you can, if both guys are fighting for the ball, they usually let that go. But that's not what happens with them. They push off, they'll grab you, they'll twist you, and then they'll go up.
So it brings a touchdown off the board. And when he fakes, he's going right back down the sidelines. Alawicki had him, and he just overthrew him.
Now this is one that I'd blame the receiver on. He was wide open. You watch him as he comes down here, he slows down right there.
Yeah.
Now you just see him cruising. Quarterback's not reading that. He's reading what we do in practice. We're going with speed. And instead, he throttles down, he gets overthrown.
So that is the end of the third quarter. 14-2, Ainlay leading as we get set to start the fourth. And the Alberta Schools Athletic Association wishes to thank its many sponsors and suppliers who help make this event a reality. I'd like to thank Platinum sponsors in Subway and Alberta Milk, Morjex Insurance, Rayacom Print and Design, Wilson, Elite Promotional Marketing, Driving Force, Deerfoot Inn and Casino, Marmot Basin also sponsors as well. Oh, it's 2nd and 15 from the 35.
Well, should
pedals
be
back. It's drilled. He's got rid of the football.
I can't believe that's not offside on Ainlay. They had 3 people across that line of scrimmage on the snap of the ball. You won't see it from the end zone shot.
So that'll bring up third down here. And it looks like a punting situation. Playing the field position game here. Dawkin gets it away. Down to about the 6-7 yard line. And right away, the flag down. Let's be no yards here against Ainlay. Osborne had nowhere to go.
No, exactly right. I mean, no yards. That should be a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. They are marching it up to the 24-yard line.
Well, St. Francis has to get something done quickly here.
Kenzie drops back, has some time. Now pressure comes. Able to drop it off over the middle, not for much, but it's brought in there by Osborne.
Very good coverage in here. They pick this stuff up real fast. Linebacker picks up the crossing route. He's right there for a fairly short gain.
Gain of 4. To the 28-yard line now, 2nd and 6. And there's a give. Lapel. Again, just nowhere to go.
No, that was extremely well defended. Now, they did that before. You know, they've their defensive ends play very well. At 42-2, they're right in position. They flow things outside, make the tackle. It's just very good football.
Yeah, they've tried to turn that corner numerous times tonight. Haven't had a chance. They haven't done it at all.
And Ainlay has done it a little bit, but they've done more with their quarterback coming up more inside. And it's very interesting. But here again, 2 and out for St. Francis.
Oh, bad snap. And trying to run for the first down now, and it's not going to be there as Jovel can't pick it up and make it something out of nothing.
No, that's right. And one of those things, but I can tell you right now that it looks to me like I'm seeing some things from St. Francis where they're really getting frustrated.
Yeah.
And they're starting to make mistakes.
So the Titans take over the 28.
And they're in a real good position here.
And Wani's had taken himself, stutter step around one man, and he's crossed the 20, down near the 19. Just straight up the middle.
Now this is a case, similar thing, to go outside. They'll be closing down.
He's
going right, just following that line. No, I think he's got the first down. He might not, but I think he does. That whole line just blew the defensive line of St. Francis's off the ball.
It's kind of a unique formation, having basically 2 lines in front of the quarterback.
Well, it is. It's just like almost the old single wing you used to run. And it's a type of thing that you get enough momentum going forward, and then you bring them from depth and follow into that. The only way you can handle that is for your front 4 to low block. You go right down below the hips of the offensive lineman, bring him down, linebackers over the top. It's the only way you can play it.
See, again.
They tried the same thing, but he was trying to get the off tackle area there. But what Ainlay's doing now, as we talked earlier, how they love to throw the ball, they're playing the clock.
Yep.
And they know that their defense is handling St. Francis very well. Just run the clock.
Yeah, run the clock. You're probably happy with a field goal try here.
Well, I mean, and to be honest with you, I think Harry Ainlay's best running back is their quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a very talented athlete, and I don't know if he goes on to play quarterback at the higher level. Personally, I don't think so, but he'll play. He's that good an athlete.
Drops back, gets rid of the ball, and he has a completion. And again, that's going to be enough for a first down as Elowicki's wrestled out of bounds.
Right about the 5-yard line. Here again, this is a timing route. Gets the ball 1 step back, lets it go. And that's a case where a defensive back has to be closing quicker on that ball.
It's Cole Verweier on the tackle. So 1st and goal from the 5.
This will be an interesting call here. As they get down to the 2, they'll bring the big boys in.
There's an inside give, and they're going to push that pile. See where forward momentum gets them.
It should be down to 3 or 2 yard. Pretty close.
It's Tim Nakatsu on the carry.
Good double team there, but the linebacker really filled fast. Here come the big boys.
Yeah, I can put it, looks like at the 3-yard line here. So that crowded backfield look again. And Tanwani trying to get underneath. It's going to be short, but down about the 1 now.
He's the 2 or 1, and they'll do the same thing. Again, like we talked about this earlier, if he doesn't get in, you've got St. Francis in real tight.
Yeah.
You know, they'll have 109 or 108 yards to go, and that's pretty tough, especially the way the game has been going.
Yeah, they've already almost eaten up half this fourth quarter already. Well, that same look. Trying to find a hole, reaching out. Does he have it? Yes, touchdown Ainlay. As Tewaney reaches the ball across the goal line. He's able to just fall forward with that football.
You know, he's smart going that side, too. He's got very good blockers on that side. Plus, you're away from number 6. 6 comes down so hard, he can blow plays up in the backfield pretty easily. This way, you're a long way away. He almost made the play anyway down there, coming from the other side.
Well, Dawkin on for the point after. And he's able to get it up and away. And that'll make it so 21-2.
21-2. Now, if you're the offensive coordinator of St. Francis, what do? You
got to throw the ball now, right?
Have to.
You have to.
You got 6 minutes. You know, you could have got by with it a little earlier running the ball, but not now.
Well, Dawkins set to boot this one away. Just waiting for the referee's whistle here.
Getting their counts. Once they're counted up, he'll whistle it in.
Low kick drives him back. Osborne from the 15, the 20, 25 to the 30, bounces outside, 35 to the 40. Can he turn the corner and stay in bounds? No, driven out. That's actually Lapel on the return.
So he's out about the 48-yard line. Really good return. Again, he comes up like he's going to go inside and then breaks it outside. The contain of Harry Ainlay, number 2, gets caught inside. That's not what you want to have happen. And it's one of those things, you step right out of bounds. We'll see it here. I see the wide man now come to the inside, gets caught inside, and there goes the running back. He just stepped out right there.
And McKenzie almost picked off. That was Tremblay, got his hands on it. And he was the one that lost contain and almost made up for it.
Just about. And the other aspect there, tremendous pressure on the quarterback. Number 33 comes flying in there. Really good job from his defensive end position. And these are the types of plays you want to see happen in the game.
So second
we
and
mentioned
10.
Quinlan Peterson's name quite a few times tonight. He's played pretty well.
High pass, again, misses his man there, so that'll bring up third down.
And he's got to go for it. They don't have a choice here. They've got to go. But St. Francis's passing game is not as solid as what Harry Ainlay's is. No, they're going to punt.
Interesting.
Well, it is. Unless you run a fake.
Which they already ran one of those earlier from about this area of the field, too. No, they're going for it.
Yeah, they are. They're
just trying maybe some confusion here.
Yeah.
Kenzie has time, directs traffic, guns it, overthrew it.
Oh, that almost ended up being a completion.
Wow.
This again, if you look at the quarterback, that ball's on the line. Not allowing his receiver a chance to really make a play on it. Now he wants 2 to go, or one of the receivers to go, and they're staying in there. If this one receiver was a 31 or 3, if he'd have gone down the field, he had an opportunity to make a play. that's the lack of chemistry they have. If you don't pass the ball a whole lot, that's what will happen. And I don't know how much passing they've done this year.
So Ainlay takes over in plus territory. And there's a give. A decent pickup and first down for Nakatsu.
I think you're going to see Harry Ainlay run the ball here. Basically run it. If they get into third, they might just keep the ball on the ground, keep going. They might punt it. And again, you never know, they might pass it because they love to pass the ball. But right now you're playing the clock.
Yeah.
You got a 19-point lead.
And a give again to Nakatsu. Oh, excuse me. Awani kept it. And he's going to get the first down.
There's a case. You watch, this is really good ball handling. All right? Really good ball handling.
Well, first and 10 from the 37. Under 4 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. And what do we have here?
Oh, they got an injury, so take a little time.
Right in front of the bench there, yeah.
Yeah.
And a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the state proceeds immediately following the game. We'll have the presentations of finalists and championship flags. We'd especially ask for cooperation in staying on the field.
I get the player up and off. St. Hilaire that was shaken up.
First and 10 takes at 37.
And Wani sends his receivers in motion. The give to Nakatsu, just plowing forward once again. Gets it down to about the 30-yard line.
Real good hard run. He's about 3 yards short.
Pick up a 6 on the play.
Now they're going to go and keep running the clock. And this makes sense.
Taking all the time they can off that 20. Low snap. Nakatsu once again has a hole right side. He's going to push forward. Another first down here for Ainlay.
Just run that little off tackle, like a zone read type thing. Hand the ball off. 3-minute warning. Some
substitutions here for St. Francis. Now you just didn't grind this one out.
Well, that's what I think they would like to do.
Yeah.
It's what would make sense. They could break one here because St. Francis is getting tired. They've been on the field a lot defensively this game. They haven't got their offense going except for maybe 1 or 2 drives. And then they turn the ball over in those drives.
And it's time Tanwani gets sacked in the backfield. Didn't buy that fake. And
I'll say again, that's number 9. That's the second time they've done that. This time they didn't go for it. And he goes to take the ball and he just drill him.
Now Lucas Code getting to him again.
But you know, the thing is, it tells you how effective that first fake was, because a lot of guys still went with that running back. And that's good football.
Julian Bolio, excuse me, in at quarterback. And we'll take a peek. Left-handed toss. Nice catch. And that's going to be enough. Down to about the 16-yard line. And some pushing at the end of this play.
You are on 33, and this is the frustration, right? And it shows it's a 15-yard penalty at the end of the play. So this is going to take this ball down about the 2-yard line.
It's Okorodudu on the reception.
Now they're trying to strip the ball again, which I teach this. And then the whistle goes, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, against Ainlay.
Well, that's
Oh,
interesting.
this is interesting, yeah. Well, that must have been something off the screen that we did not see.
So that's going to push them back to the 34 here.
It also means that the clock now doesn't start until the ball snap. So you can't run the clock anymore. This will frustrate the Ainlay coaches. Whoever took that, you are not going to be real happy with them.
And it's 3rd and 18 here. Doesn't look like there's a lot of urgency to get a playoff here.
Well, I don't know why they're doing it, because the clock isn't moving. The 20-second clock means nothing. So I wonder if they're going to take a timeout.
And that's what they do.
Yeah. 3rd down, they're going to punt the ball or place kick, one of the two. But I don't know why they took the 20-second clock down to figure that out.
They don't want to end up with any timeouts left at the end of the game. Sure, use them up.
Maybe that's it.
So Dawkin here, the short field punt. Let's try to pin them deep again. He's standing at the 45 of the Browns. And he's going to send it into the end zone. Dropped. Osborne's able to bring it out to the 5, about the 7-yard line.
Well, this ball should come out to the 20.
So it'll be a 1st down at the 20 now for St. Francis with 1:55 to go here.
And because it was in the end zone and it was brought out according to high school rules, the Browns scrimmage was at
Snap. A little inside handoff, and we'll delay it. Ainlay, though, was ready for it.
Ainlay again went on this defense here. They played cut defense. You know, the corner stays in the flat. Halfback peels deep, takes the deep 3rd. Playing zone coverage, and they're just going to play this really deep. Take everything away, cut again.
And he scrambles, gets rid of the football, and once the back just comes up to make the play at the 20. So quick 3rd down.
3rd down, 1:37 to go. Now I suspect St. Francis will go for this, I would think.
Yeah, he may as well. Out of their own 23 here. Now we've all right, so 3rd and 7. And St. McKenzie drops back. And flare it out for Lupel. The 20, trying to cut back at the 25, and he's going to be swarmed there. Be short once again. And
he's short. He should have kept going outside and fought that way. He might have had a chance. The second he cut back, all the linebackers are coming over to him. So it's Ainlay does a good job, number 2, getting outside, taking angles away and forcing them back, and then the cavalry arrives, and that's the end of the play. And Ainlay takes over 1st down.
Yeah, at the 25-yard line here now.
25-yard line and near hash mark. And again, I think they're just going to run this ball. Roy's back in at quarterback.
Yeah, and he's going to carry. It's brought down. Gain of a couple. And James once again in on the tackle. A minute 23 now left. Sends receivers to the line.
Blitz.
Quick little handoff, gets down to the 20. That'll bring up third down. Now a late flag again. It's frustration's boiling over here.
Well, you wonder, is this on Ainlay or is it on St. Francis? Last time it was on Ainlay when we thought of it. A lot of discussion going on here.
Yeah. This one's
against St. Francis.
There we go. So that'll move the sticks.
That's an automatic first down.
First and goal from the 6 now with a minute 4 to go in this one.
We would have the teams line up on the respective 45-yard lines.
Lining up with that.
It's a penalty, so the clock isn't going to start again, or shouldn't start until the snap of the ball.
Crowded backfield again. And Wani pushes forward, dives
Touchdown.
in, and it's a touchdown. That'll make it 27-2. And Dawkin will come in for the extra point.
I'm a little surprised they've run that so many times the boundary. I would have thought maybe St. Francis would have flipped number 6 to the weak side and have him come in. Now, I don't know if the Ainlay quarterback was spying him. If they are spying him, then whichever way he goes, he'll call it the other way. You know.
Yeah.
And that could be.
Dawkin on. Nice snap. They get it down, and it's up. And good. That'll make it 28-2.
You know, in each case, all 4 of these converts, St. Francis has had a player in position of blocking. At no time do they reach down toward the foot of the kicker. They just run by and he kicks right under him. That's something that takes practice. But if you can get a guy there, you don't want him to just run it by. You want him making a play.
Yeah.
Well, this is a game that's been a little more one-sided than we thought, Corey, at the start. And I think a lot of that, you got to give a lot of credit to Harry Ainlay and you know what, the program that they have there. They've got depth at every position, and it shows. But mind you, I didn't see a lot of substituting in this game. They kept their starters basically in.
Yeah.
And I understand why. Because St. Francis' history and so on, they come back. You don't want to give them a sniff. So I'm sure there's a number of players over on that sideline that have not seen the field today.
Squib kick here. Bounce down for James. Something he hasn't done is touch the football, and he gets hit hard.
He's definitely not a running back, I'll tell you that.
So they'll take over at the 35. And 54 seconds left in this one. St. McKenzie drops back. So the far side overthrows his man there to bring up second down.
You knew St. Francis was in some trouble and they could not get their running game going against this Ainlay defense. Their passing game is just not up to par with what Harry Ainlay's is. And Harry Ainlay's secondary is good. They get good rush. Difficult to play.
Yeah, and the Ainlay defense has just been stifling here.
Yeah, they've done it all game.
Yeah.
Even when they've got down into red zone.
There's a pass over the middle and it's dropped. Again, running before they secure the football.
There are reasons things happen, you know. And
that was Dane Udepski.
Perfect ball. I mean, that ball is right. You know, if you're watching this, that receiver did something right there, which I find is a mistake a lot of young receivers make. His arms were up waiting for the ball as he's running. For whatever reason, that ball seems to bounce. It's hard to get that ball that way. He should have reached at the last second for the ball. He probably would have caught it. And that's just the experience doing it.
Yeah,
another interception.
Over the middle, that's picked off.
He's going to go.
Gellert's going to go.
Well, maybe not.
Return maybe down to the 25-yard line where he's finally brought down. And 27 seconds left in this one. Geller just playing center field there again and just goes up and gets it.
Again, you see it takes so long to tackle because they're all trying to strip the ball. Now, in that case, late in this game, you have to.
Yeah.
But they do it all through the game, teams now, and you get a lot of extra yards guys trying to strip the ball.
I'll just line up to take a knee here. Run this one down.
Well, they'll take 20 off the clock or 19, and 2 more snaps and this one's done. And this has been a well-earned championship for Harry Ainlay. They played this game very well in all aspects of the game.
Yeah.
Offense, defense, special teams. They've controlled it all.
And sideline's ready to explode here once time expires.
Time better expire. You better didn't run the dang play.
And there you go. And St. Francis just getting out of here.
Yeah, they're heading off. And, well, they're going down the goal line. Something they will do every game.
Well, Harry Ainlay, convincing 28-2 victory. It's going to send this home crowd home happy.
Well, this is a game that basically they've had under control from the very first quarter. Early in the game, they took control. And again, in all 3 facets of the game. And they allowed St. Francis inside their 5 and stopped them.
Yeah.
And when you do that, that momentum totally changed in the game. Any momentum St. Francis had was gone, and they never got it back.
Yeah, those 3 times into the scoring area and a couple field goals missed. And
yeah.
Bad
Bad
snaps.
snaps.
We're going to head down to field level for the post-game ceremony.
Team medal will be handed out this year due to COVID restrictions, but coaches have been given the team medals to distribute in the locker room. The official party presenting the plaques and banners for today's game will be George Grant, AS2A Football Commissioner, John Payton, AS2A Executive Director, and Mr. Brian Fryer, AS2A Hall of Famer. At this time, we'd ask the captains of today's provincial finalist, St. Francis Browns, to please come forward to receive the finalist plaque. And congratulations to St. Francis on an outstanding season. And now, with the captains of the Tier 1 provincial champion Harry Ainlay Titans, please come forward to accept the championship plaque and banner, emblematic of provincial supremacy at the Brian Fryer Tier 1 level in the province of Alberta for 2021.
All right, so that about wraps things up here. 28-2 is your final. Harry Ainlay over St. Francis. And John, like we said all game, just a dominating performance by this Titans team and a well-deserved victory.
It sure is, and they know now coaches will start getting ready for next year. You're graduating players, and that's one thing about high school football. You're constantly graduating players. Ainlay has a lot of players that they've recruited and they've got in their stream there, and they'll be solid again next year. When you look at all the teams we've seen this year in the championships, what I've noticed with a lot of them, the ones that have gone a long way, they have a lot of grade 12s.
Yeah.
And those are the ones you see them, and then all of a sudden you got to start over again. But you'll see some teams that are here all the time. St. Francis is one. Harry Ainlay is one. That being said, you look today, and there's no question that Harry Ainlay, best team on the field by far today, all facets of the game. St. Francis, I think, has quite a few young guys on their team. They'll probably be back in a year or two. And then you look at other ones like Notre Dame, and has a lot of good teams in the province. So.
All right, well, that about wraps things up. One last thank you to our platinum sponsors, Subway and Alberta Milk. Also, Morjex Insurance, Ryacom Print and Design, Wilson, Elite Promotional and Marketing, Driving Force, Deerfoot Inn and Casino, and Marmot Basin. Congratulations to Harry Ainlay for bringing home the championship in the Brian Fryer division. On behalf of John Belmont, Dave Foley, and the whole crew here, I'm Corey Graham saying so long. This has been an ICU Live Procast.